Hello gamers and welcome to Steel Division 2, a new preview video for the upcoming DLC Men of Steel with 8 new divisions. And today we're going to look at a new allied division, the Groupement Dody, which didn't exist in this form. It's basically, like it says here, an umbrella formation containing a wide assortment of different troops, partisan, airborne, mountain troops, and so on. They fought in the French Alps. They are Moroccan Goumier and FFI troops, former Italian prisoners of war, or still prisoners of war, maybe, and fighting still. And yeah, lots of a mixture. You get planes and stuff. It's a super interesting division with some very exciting units. And I'm not promising too much. Not at all. Let's take a look at the general layout of the division. For an infantry division, it gets a little bit more expensive than the recent divisions. You know, 2 already in the third last squad slot. Reckon quite cheap. 3 tank slots, but the third one already super expensive. Support, some cheap, and then it's still really good actually. Anti-tank, okay. Anti-air, okay. Artillery, very decent, and rather cheap air slots. Now let's jump into the infantry because that's where I start building the decks, usually. We get the French commander here. Unfortunately, no radio, but it's only 20 points. That makes it interesting. It can come in the traction, but usually you don't want your leaders to arrive first at the scene. Then first new unit, the Pioneer Mont. It's a French... they look a bit Moroccan as well. It's basically a French pioneer squad for just 20 points. But as you can see, it's only available in B phase. Good availability, 8 men strong. No designated CQC small arms, but it's got explosives. Then you get the already known Tirailleur Pioneer, which are basically the same, but without the radar trait. And you can bring them in A phase. Then we get the Tirailleur. They are like the Tirailleur AFN, but have a slightly different uniform. Other than that, it's same loadout basically. Then 3 cards of them actually, which is quite a lot. GMC is your main truck, I think everywhere. Yeah, 72 kilometers per hour. Then we get the American AB leader, which is not new, according to my notes at least. And the American AB rifles squad, also not new according to my notes. 6 men in A and then 12 in B phase. Then, are they really not new? Yeah, sorry, they are kind of new. My memory served me right in the end. Those American units here, the AB leader and the AB rifles, are new, and they're also in the first special forces. Special forces. First airborne task force. Because kind of like the French were supported by some American airborne units, and that's why you get American troops in here. Then, roll again. Okay, then this is a new unit, the Chasseur Alpine, only available in C phase. 3 cards, automatic rifle, 2 submachine guns, 12-man squad, so not too bad. Then you get the new Commandant Chasse Alpine with smoke and an MG34. 6 men, not too bad, but also C-phase locked. Then you get the Commandant Sapeur Mont, so mountain troops, and that's new. Radio, smoke, 25 points. Nothing too special, but it's a new type of unit. Then we go on to, we did have Commandant Mount. As you can see, the normal Sapeur and the Sapeur Mount are basically pretty much the same. They look different. Other than that, it's the same, but it's a different face. Yeah, so mountain troops come later. This guy you can bring from the beginning. Then you get the FFI Maquisard, already known unit. Oh, and also I forgot to say, here you get a Jeep. Ooh, and here, well, my notes are incorrect. Where's the difference? Commandant Sapeur Mount, different vehicle than without mount. Maybe it's just been patched. I think it might have been patched because in my notes it says they've got a different vehicle. Then you've got the FFI Maquisard and 12-man squad with Molotov, automatic rifle, very nice, as known already. And then the new glider rifles. They are also in the 1st Airborne Task Force. Quite a nice unit, 12-man bazooka and automatic rifles, semi-automatic rifles as well here. And now it's getting exciting. You get the 1st Moroccan unit. And apparently some of them speak French and others speak kind of like French, because that was the army's language. I think they speak French with a Moroccan accent, and some others speak Arab, but I've forgotten which one speaks Arab. It's in the devlog somewhere in an answer. And this is really interesting because you get 2 cards of them, but radar trait, shock trait, 17 rifles, and 1 SMG, 1 automatic rifle. They are 19 men strong. If you double vet them, you only lose 1. How insane is that? And you get 2 cards. Obviously, I think you're going to take both of them. Another new unit is the Partigiani, which is an Italian partisan squad. Really, really nice. Reminds me a bit of the Decima, but with more men. 12 men, Molotov, 2 Braders, bolt action rifles, and 2 Berettas. Fantastic unit, in my opinion, for just 25 points with 12 availability at a single vet. Then we've got the Sapeur and the Sapeur have TNT and the bazooka, 11 men. Not the greatest availability, but it's a pioneer, so. And then the Sapeur Mount, only available in B phase. They've got the flame, they are flamer squad with shock and radar trait. Another new unit is the Commandant Goumier. They had 19 men, but this guy only 3. But smoke and bazooka makes it very interesting. They are double vetted, but despite being double vetted, you get 3 in A phase, so really nice. And then another new unit, the Commandant Montagnard. Are they new? I think so. Are they not new? No, according to my notes, they are not new, sorry. But they should be new. I think my notes are incorrect. I think they should be new. With a sniper rifle, 8 men strong, which is a lot. You get 6 of them, which makes it really insane. Then you get the Commandant Tirailleur, also with bazooka and sniper rifle. You can even bring them in B phase. In A phase. Also smoke, so, but only 4 men. And actually the Commandant, I think these mountain leaders are the same price as the German mountain leaders. Commandant Tirailleux. Okay. Then we get to the Goumier PM. And now it's getting crazy because it's a 22-man squad. So far, I think the Strafniki have been the largest squad with 20 men. But these dudes are 22. It's only one card, but it's amazing. Availability drops quite significantly if you double vet them. Well, it drops from 8 to 3. A phase you would get 4 or 3. And 22 men with shock and radar. And they've got 4 Thompsons, 17 rifles, and a bazooka or rocket gun. Sorry, yeah, it's not a bazooka, it's a rocket gun. And it shoots HE at a range of 250 meters. How insane is that? I think this is also new. Looks like a bazooka, but it is an HE rocket. Totally insane unit, in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to it. Then another new unit is the Montagnard Bar with 2 automatic rifles. Bazooka, 12 men strong. Very nice unit, in my opinion. Radar trait, 30 points. And then only one card. Then you get the normal Montagnard. And here you can see the difference with the normal Montagnard mountain troops. You get more SMGs, you get less rifles, you get 1 less automatic rifle, but you get the sniper rifle. And you lose the bazooka. So I actually think that the 30-point unit is better, in my opinion. Then, yeah, snipers are nice, but 5-point sniper, and I'd personally rather have the bazooka. Finally, we get the Sapeur Mont. Also new, really cool, 35 points. You get TNT, bazooka, 2 automatic rifles. Very nice engineer squad. Now let's go to the Recon squad. A Recon tab. A bike, also without radio. A Jeep, 50 cal with radio. Group Spahi, so that's like from North Africa, Maghreb and so on. Your Aufklärer basically. Then you get the Corps Franc, which is new and quite interesting because they've got TNT, an automatic rifle. They can defend themselves a little bit. 6-man squad, only available in B and C phase though. Availability drops not too harsh actually. So I think it's worth double vetting them. Then you get the Spahi, not new unit. It's a 4-man Recon squad basically. And they can come in different looking car and in one with an HMG. Another new unit is the Éclaireur Skieur with Recon and radio. Well, Recon obviously, but also with radio. 12-man squad and with a sniper rifle. So this is really good. You only have 1 card. You can bring them in B or C phase. They are double vetted. I think this is a fantastic unit. Obviously new as well is the Goumier Éclaireur Recon unit. You get 11-man shock trait and a sniper rifle. Nice mix here. And yeah, really cool. Really beefy Recon unit again. Personally, I think that the Éclaireur have the edge because they've got radio. I mean, sniper rifle is slightly worse, but they are 5 points less, have radio, and they have the better availability. But things are still subject to change. Also, they have 1 more man. So it's a bit surprising to me that the Goumier are the same price as the Éclaireur Skieur. Maybe it wasn't enough to move the Éclaireur Skieur to 35 points. But also the Goumier are just not shitty in apostrophes enough to be moved to 25 points. And then we've got M3A3 little tank. And we've got the AMM8. And yeah, I guess you're going to need that armor. So 2 of your slots will already be taken by this. And the Éclaireur Skieur for sure. And then maybe the Coffron. In the tank tab, you get a leader unit. Unfortunately, the Steward leader, unfortunately, it's bound to A phase. Then you get another one, and you get which is also like the tank destroyer with only 75mm frontal armor, but decent range. Yeah, well, yeah, tricky. Support tab. You get the new Browning here. Oh, and they've actually now got a mortar. There's a glitch as well. Then you get this one is not new. It's French Browning HMG in a Jeep. You get the Obusier M8, which you might need actually. You can single vet it and only lose one. I think that's possibly worth it. Then you get the FFI Hotchkiss, unfortunately not in attraction. Then you get the Hotchkiss chassis Alpin, and they can come in a Jeep, which is better than the Kübel. Availability is the same. Oh, sorry. It's the same, but the Alpin are in C phase only, phase locked. Then they are also phase locked in B and C phase with a 50 cal. You get 2 supply truck options, so obviously you go for the one that's slightly faster. Then you get the howitzer, which is actually really good. Maybe B phase and then the Obusier in A phase. And then you get your commander options, and that's the faction, commandant, and the AMM20. Anti-tank tab, you get partisans, only in the Kübel, but with a bazooka and only 10 points. So, could be nice, but then again, you don't have many slots. You get the really good bazooka, 2 squads of bazooka, no difference, but the nationality, and 3 gun with just AP shells. Then you get the cannon 57mm, also available in A phase. You get an M1 gun with radar trait that also has HE shells, so this is actually really nice. And has a very decent penetration. And then you get a captured Pak 40 or B phase, and then a tank destroyer, Wolverine I think it is, or whatever. So some options here, but the slots are, yeah, not plentiful. AA, you get the autocannon here, and oh, I forgot the other name of it. I've forgotten, but this one is actually really good. And then you get 2 different options of Bofors, difference being the nationality. Yeah. Also, they seem to use a different car pool. As you can see, 150, 400. American truck, French truck. So it's an okay, it's all you need, basically. In the, oh, and I've forgotten to say in the anti-tank tab, the AB bazooka and the M1 gun, the American variants, are new. They're also available in 1st Iron Task Force. Now, to the artillery. You get an observer, you get a artillery commander, 60mm and 60mm mountain mortars. The mountain mortar, they have radar trait and they are new. That's the difference between the two. And obviously, as you can see, the availability. You can only get the radar ones in B phase and C phase. Then the Canon 75 mount MLE 1928 is new. There's no This cannon apparently is not in the game yet at all. And you have heat shells as well. At least I couldn't find it in the armory. So decent price, C phase locked. This is also B and C phase locked. And you got the radio mortar, 81 mil, that you can bring in A phase. And the mountaineer version with radar trade, which can be good, so it's not so easily spotted. But it's only available in B and C phase. Then you get the leichte Feldhaubitze, also BC phase. The Obusier 105 mm, A and B phase, and the Obusier, which is basically this one 155 mil, which is a long tom, which you can bring early on, really good. Unfortunately, you can't bring it with a supply truck. In the air, you've got the Lysander, a new Recon plane, and this looks really nice. It has 9 kilogram HE bombs, 12 of them, better than nothing. It's really cute here. Yeah, I think this could be really a lot of fun. Slow, exceptional agility, 4 availability, single vet, quite cool. The Lightning is already in the game, not very often though, as your other recon option. Then the P39Q15BE is your first fighter option, really nice. Loadout, in particular the 37mm one. 585 kilometers is also a good speed. Then the Black Widows have been introduced into the game. I think a version has been in a previous one as well as a fighter variant. I think in the British one, let me quickly check my notes. Yeah, first Special Forces has a fighter variant. And here we get a Tank Buster. Only available in C phase, unfortunately. And there's also a heavy fighter bomber. Really cool plane. Unfortunately, C phase locked. Then you get a Marauder. You get a P47D22RE as your other fighter option with 8 Brownings, also not too shabby. And this one is super fast. 8 Brownings, it might actually manage to shoot down stuff. P47D Napalm, you can't do shenanigans. It's only available in B and C phase. So no road fires on the road. P47D 22RE is oh, and this is actually the first fighter variant of this plane, and this is the first fighter bomber variant of this plane. Sorry, not the fighter is new, and the rocket one is new. The fighter bomber already exists in the game, but this loadout with the HE rockets is new. Now then again, what is my favorite unit of the deck? The choice is really hard. I would love to go for the Lysander, but obviously I have to go for the Goumier PM 22-man squad. I think with the Moroccans, maybe also like in this variant with a nice uniform and their desert suitable shoes. A new addition as a nationality. So let me know what your favorite unit is. You're going to play the deck. I think with the late editions of these nice planes, it might lean towards balanced. But you could potentially also do early aggression and not use the planes here at all, like the Black Widows, I mean. And maybe have one as a backup, like in particular the AT rocket plane, and then maybe try early aggression or maverick aggression, in particular considering your lack of tanks. Tough choices to make. Let me know what you're going to do. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.